Hello everyone, this is Pallavi Kumari pursuing Masters of Arts in Social Work from RGNIYD Sriperembudu, Tamil Nadu. Today I am going to discuss about the topic acid attacks, which is the most heinous crime as my gender and society course presentation. So acid attacks or the withdrawal attack is defined as the act of throwing acid onto the body of a person with the intention of injuring or disfiguring them out of jealousy or revenge. Perpetrators of these attacks throw acid on their victims, usually at their faces, burning them and damaging their skin tissues, often exposing and sometimes dissolving the bones. The long-term consequences of these attacks include blindness and permanent scarring of the face and also the body. Over 1,200 cases were recorded over the past 5 years. Victims can be an age of any sex, race, culture, education, employment, or marital status. Although men and women are abused, but mostly the victims are women. Also, children in home where there is domestic violence are likely to be abused. From 2011 to 2016, there were 1,464 crimes involving acid or corrosive substance in London alone. A 2017 literature review analyzed 24 studies in 13 countries over the past 40 years, covering 771 cases. According to the London-based charity Acid Survivor Trust International, 60% of acid attacks are on women and acid assaults are grossly underestimated who are the victims. The biggest reason for this frequency rate of acid attack in Pakistan is that concentrated acid is cheap and easily available in the markets as low as rupees 16 to 25 per liter. Furthermore, there are no legal restrictions imposed on buying or selling acids. Anyone can legally purchase acids over the counter in pharmacies, automobile repair shops, goldsmith shops, and open air markets. Acid is also heavily used in many households as a cleaning agent. So, acid attacks perpetrators do not usually intend to kill their victims, but to cause long lasting physical damage and emotional trauma to them. Even if the perpetrator does not intend to cause death, the injuries sustained by the victims may still result in death. The reason for acid attacks are basically personal conflict regarding intimate relationships and sexual rejections, racial motivations, sexual related jealousy and lust, social, political, and religious motivations, gang violence, and rivalry attacks against the minorities, conflict over the land ownership, farm animals, housing and property, revenge for refusal of sexual advances, proposals of marriage, and demands for dowry. Acid violence reflects gender inequality and discrimination in society. Often, acid attacks are perpetuated against women because they transgress conventional norms that relegate women to subordinate positions. Indeed, significant portions of attacks occur when a woman exercises decision making power by rejecting marriage or love proposal. So, acid attackers aim for a woman's face in an attempt to destroy what many members of the society considers to be one of the most important assets of her beauty. Majority of female victims are between the age group of 13 to 35 years of age. Most acid attacks are perpetrated by the people known to the victims, and the attacks are often triggered by refusal of sexual advances or marriages, proposals of failures to pay dowry, or by land disputes. Historically, a vast majority of attacks are against women, with 99% of the perpetrators being men. In recent years, there has been an increase in crimes staged against men too, mostly related to the dispute over land and other property. One fourth of the reported victims are children. There were reports that father showed his own daughters with acid as he wanted a boy child. Sometimes children get hurt as they stay close to their main targets, which is their mother. British model Katy Piper was brutally burned when a stranger threw sulfuric acid in her face. A self-described party animal, Piper quickly quickly made friends and enjoyed the London nightlife. Her best friend Kay little left and said men were instantly attracted to Piper. She was physically very beautiful, and we would go out to a bar or to a club or just shopping, and heads would turn. After the major skin graft on her face, Piper required 30 more procedures. Piper's recovery was long and difficult. At home, she was forced to wear a plastic mask 23 hours a day to help her wounds to heal. Katy Piper face melted in hideous attack. Attacks on 18 years old Bushra in her home in northwest town of Nashara, blamed by her brother on local TV producer Pervez Khan, has lodged a complaint against a local TV drama producer Shaukat Khan over the incident, saying that he was unhappy over Bushra's refusal to marry him. The 18-year-old, known as Bushra and popular in the Northwest for her film, television, and theatre appearances, Pakistani actress burned in acid attack. So another case is Lakshmi Agarwal, an Indian campaigner with stopped acid attack and a TV host. She is an acid attack survivor and speaks for the right of the acid attack victims. She was attacked in 2005 at the age of 15 by a 32-year-old man, Guda, and his alias Naeem Khan, who advances she has rejected her story, among others, was told in a series of acid attack victims by Hindustan Times. She has also advocated against acid attack through gathering 27,000 signatures for a petition to curb acid sales and talking that caused to the Indian Supreme Court. TV host attacked on rejection of advances. Statistics by ASTI: 1,500 attacks recorded each year. 80% of women, 60% attackers are unreported. Per capita, the UK has one of the highest rate of records of acid attacks in the world. In 2016, in London alone, corrosive substances were used in 454 crimes. Top 8 countries in order are UK, India, Colombia, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Uganda, Cambodia. So, national government to hold the ultimate responsibility for introducing and implementation law and policies around acid violence against women and girls. Therefore, government should be held accountable for doing so. They are also well placed to achieve change on violence against women and girls. The obligation for states to prevent violence against women and girls and to provide a comprehensive service to survivors of such violence was established due diligence standard by General Recommendation number 19 of the United Nations Committee on the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW, in 1992. As conclusion, I would like to say that as there are many forms of violence against women, acid violence arises due to the inequitable gender relations. Violence against women and girls is rooted in gender based discrimination and social norms and gender stereotype that perpetuate such violence. So, the best way to end acid violence is to prevent it from happening in the first place by addressing its root cause, which is education is crucial in prevention of acid attacks and other forms of violence against women and girls. So, prevention should start early in life by educating and working with young boys and girls and promoting respectful relationship and gender equality. With this, I end this session here, and thanks a lot you guys for patience listening, and have a great day.